Music baps. Hey peeps and squeaks, it's your girl PG Yoink here, and today we are going to be playing Doki Literature Club, but this is the plus version, I believe. Okay. I think the difference is that there's just a lot of new things, new dialogues, new pictures you can unlock, and stuff like that, so let's get started! My name is PG. I've played Doki before. Obviously, this was long before I started this YouTube channel, but it's really fun. So I'm excited to see, you know, what they added, stuff like that. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I also remember this game being super wordy. Which is not a problem playing by yourself, but now that I'm having to narrate it all, it's kind of a lot, but I'll do my best, guys. I'll do my best. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again! But I caught up to you on time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and... Oh, that's me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, PG. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, PG, have you decided on joining a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested to join any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. And one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she has going on about. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher all of this. Sayori likes to worry, oh my gosh, it's so long. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Nerd! I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay, passive-aggressive much. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I love her hair. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. You do have a choice, though. I probably don't do that. That's kind of lame. No offense to anime clubs out there. No offense, but... Nerd! Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of class, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I would totally join. Now that's my cup of tea. That's my cup of tea. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Not true. Not true. I'm literally an English major. Literally. Literature is literally like my blood. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. No, don't do it. Don't do that. Nerd. Come on, please. Why do you even care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I would go for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm actually not a guy. I'm a female. I'm a girl. I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy. Ah, PG. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm trying to distinguish their voices, but I don't think it's coming through. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is the only one... Oh, she is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. The texts are so small, I can't. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, PG. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, PG. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walks over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take my seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Flatter me too much. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. A little too sweet. Too much icing, I think. I think the cake is a little dense. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Not bad. Where's the ring though? You know the ring? You don't know the ring? The ring on the cupcake. There's no ring on it. How can you call this a cupcake if there's no ring on it? Where's my Peppa Pig ring? I spit on you. Bad cupcake. Bad cupcake. Bad cupcake. If I had to rate it, probably one Natsuki out of 3. One Natsuki out of 3. It's actually not that bad. I just wish there was a ring on it. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good, is not what I said, but I guess I'll say it in this game. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Does this game remember me? Cause that's kind of creepy, cause I feel like I downloaded this separately. Okay, well, made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy, stupid. Oh, wait, I should take that out. I should take that out. You Neanderthal? Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set... I'm spacing. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It does. I guess. I wouldn't know. I watch anime. That's all I do. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Girls? Sayori? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. It's too many people in the anime club. No one wants to go read a book. Everyone wants to read mangas, but not novels. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really glow. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sniff so much because I'm sick. I'll really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Me, of course. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Excuse me. So, PG, what kinds of things are you... Wah! Okay, so, PG, what kinds of things do you like to read? Like poetry. Like poetry a lot. La Sylvia Plath. Been getting into nonfiction a lot, but not like, self-help nonfiction. More like, creative nonfiction, like lyric essays. Pretty cool stuff. You should totally check it out. What else do I like to read? Stephen King is crazy. Love his stuff. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Which is not necessarily not true. There's a long way of saying that is true. Mangas are good. I recently got into Tomodachi Game, which is like, they have an anime, but I don't think they're gonna really continue with that because it's kind of a niche little series, but the manga is super good. Definitely recommend it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world. In such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but obvious by the way her eyes light up. I think I'm dyslexic. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Horror's good. I love horror. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. This MC is so lame. So lame. I don't know why all these girls would be chasing after him in the first place. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah, might as well. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me in another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked to me like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. That's weird. That's weird right there. I'm not cute! She's very cute, actually. I do love her hair. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open yourself up to readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, PG? Monika smiles warmly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have another club to look at and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... PG... You all... This MC is just such... just so lame! Join them! I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Ugh. Disgusting. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, chill out there. Personal space, girl. Personal space. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. PG, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I'll have you know. Mediocre writing skills. I'll have you know. They're kind of mediocre. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. English major. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey PG, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! I love Sayuri, she's so cute. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will come find me. Ulterior motives. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.